Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers. I never thought a few text messages could change everything, but here we are. My name's Alex, I'm 32, and I thought I had a good marriage. Not perfect but solid enough. We'd been together for 9 years, married for 6, and honestly, I always believed that no matter what, we'd make it through anything. I was wrong. It all started with a simple text. I had just gotten off work, exhausted from a long day, and my phone buzzed. It was her. I'm extending the trip a few more days with my girlfriends, it read. Send me more money for extra expenses. I stared at my screen thinking I had misread it. Surely she was joking? But the tone was casual, almost dismissive. Like she had no idea, or maybe didn't care, how I felt. We had always had an understanding about finances and trips. Vacations were planned together, expenses split fairly, and boundaries were respected. But this wasn't a discussion. This wasn't a request. This was a decision made unilaterally, with an expectation that I would comply without question. And I didn't even get a proper "hey, I need this" conversation. Just a text. At first I tried to shrug it off. Maybe she just wanted a little more time with her friends, maybe it was harmless. I typed back a polite, neutral message. Okay, how much more do you need? I thought that would be it. But as the minutes ticked by, the casual confidence in her messages gnawed at me. There was no apology, no acknowledgement of my time or effort. Just a series of logistical texts, almost like she was talking to a friend or a bank, not her husband. The next few days were a blur. Every text seemed like another jab, another reminder that I wasn't being considered. We're going shopping tomorrow, can you cover this? The Airbnb fee changed, I'll need you to send more. I could feel my patience fraying, but I tried to stay calm. I tried to remind myself that maybe I was overreacting. Maybe this was just her way of being carefree, of enjoying herself. Then came the tipping point. We're adding another excursion. Send me $300 more for the tickets. That's when something inside me snapped. I had always been the supportive one, the patient one. I had held her when she cried, cheered her on at work, and given her space when she needed it. And now, after all those years, it felt like I was invisible, like my efforts didn't matter at all. I called her. Not a text, not a message, an actual call. I needed to hear her voice, to connect, to understand if this was really happening. But when she answered, there was a cheerfulness in her tone that made my blood boil. Hey, just making the most of the trip. How's everything at home? She sounded relaxed, happy, completely unconcerned. I tried to explain. I told her how the constant requests, the extensions, the lack of communication. It wasn't just about the money. It was about respect, about partnership, about feeling valued in the relationship. I expected some understanding, maybe even a little guilt. But she laughed lightly, brushing it off. Alex, you're overthinking it. It's just a few days. Relax. 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 After 9 years, after countless nights I stayed up worrying about bills, career moves, and family, she thought I should just relax because she wanted more time with her friends? That was the moment I realized that this wasn't a small conflict. This was a symptom of a much bigger problem, one I could no longer ignore. The days passed and she continued texting, planning, and spending without considering me at all. I noticed a shift in myself. A change I didn't like. I felt resentment building, not anger, but a quiet, simmering disappointment. Every message I read felt like a slap. Every casual mention of her plans was a reminder that the person I had committed to, the person I trusted with my life, wasn't including me in the decisions that mattered. Finally, I knew I had to make a choice. I could continue to tolerate this behavior, silently resent her, and hope that someday she'd see the problem. Or I could take a stand, set boundaries, and reclaim my sense of self-respect. I chose the latter. I drafted a message carefully, without shouting, without guilt-tripping, without pleading. Just honest and direct. I can't keep supporting this dynamic. It's not fair to me and it's not healthy for our relationship. You need to come home and we need to talk about boundaries and respect. There was a long pause after I sent it. Hours passed and I didn't hear back. Then late in the evening my phone buzzed. A single line, casual as ever. I'll stay a few more days. Don't worry about it. That was it. No explanation, no acknowledgement, no conversation. Just her decision again overriding mine. And that's when it hit me. I had tried to communicate, to reason, to be patient. But respect can't be begged for. It can't be negotiated with someone who doesn't see your value. The realization was painful, but it was clear. Something fundamental had changed. The person I thought I knew, the person I believed was my partner, wasn't acting like it. And I couldn't pretend anymore that this was a temporary issue or that things would magically get better. I needed to confront the truth. Our relationship was in jeopardy, and the path forward required honesty, boundaries, and perhaps difficult decisions.